Hi, in this video I want to teach you how to crochet this beautiful and easy summer blouse. It's a combination of crochet and brook lace. It's very easy to do and it looks amazing. And here is the list of materials you're gonna need to make it. To make this summer blouse, this is the yarn I'm gonna use. It's a blend of bamboo and cotton. And this hot pink is the one that I use for the heart. They're like a fine too. And this cream that you will need to is the one that we use for the rest of the blouse with the combination of the hot pink. You're gonna need two crochet hook, this one of 3.5 millimeter and the one of 2.5 millimeter that you use for the heart with this color. This is the heart that you did in the video before. So it's a brook lace. If you don't see this video, I'll recommend you to go in the corner here and you're gonna see an eye. Click on the eye and you'll see the video for this heart. If you don't see the eye, move the mouse around and it'll show up there. So you're gonna need tapestry needle and scissors as well. Blouse of mine as a guide to make the one I'm gonna create right now. I'm gonna do first a strip of brook lace for the border here. And it will be all the way around, and after that I will go up with the other main color. So you have to find a blouse that it fits, the right fit for you, and you will guide through that one. And if you don't, I will give you anyway the amount of row I'm gonna give to mine. Mine is a size large. To start, I'm gonna work with the accent color. And I'm going to do slip knot, and I'm going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to place my nail, leaving that number 4 outside. That way, when I do my 5 chain, I will know in that one next to the nail will be where I'm going to do my first double crochet. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yarn over. I'm going to go to that one next to the nail and I'll do my first double crochet of 4. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now you're going to chain 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You're going to turn your work around and you're going to do again your 4 double crochet. And this is the base stitch for brook lace. And this is what you're going to do to create the border all the way around your blouse. Now you're going to chain 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You're going to turn your work around and again you're going to do your 4 double crochet. So I'll meet you here when I have my strip done. I will let you know how many rows I will do for mine. And this one is row number 3. It's nice and easy. Just like that. 3 rows. Here I finished my 63 row. Now I'm gonna chain 1. I'm gonna cut the yarn, leaving a tail for sewing. So now I'm gonna sew this end to the other one to create a circle, and you have to make sure that it's not twisted. So you're gonna sew like this, and you see that I have one loop here. Let me hold this. Let's see how I can hold it that you guys can see well here. You see I have one loop here and one loop here, and in between I have that space here that is a row. like every single one is very even. So something else that I'm making sure is that I have a multiple 3, the space in between here. So I count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like that. Can be a 2, can be 3, can be 4. It's for the design that we're gonna do on the top. It's a very easy design, and you'll see why I'm leaving multiple 3 in here, the separations. Like this, it will look like the base of the blouse. So now with the other color yarn, if you're using only one color, you'll grab your yarn and you'll do a slip knot. And you're gonna go to one of these loops in here. I'm gonna grab this one. And I'm gonna do a single crochet. Now I'm gonna chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm gonna go to this one here and I'm gonna do a single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go to the next one and do a single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and do a single crochet. Like this, you're going to continue all the way around until you get to the last one here. Here I am at the center of this loop. Now I'm going to chain 2, 1 and 2, yarn over twice. I'm going to go to that first single crochet, and I'm going to do a treble crochet, and now I'm in the center in here. Now I'm going to chain 1, and in the same space there I'm going to do a single crochet. I'm going to chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm going to go to this chain 6 space and I'm going to do a single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Go to the space and do a single crochet. I have 2. Now I'm going to yarn over, and in this single crochet that I have here, I'm going to do 5 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And the single crochet is the one in between this chain space and this one. You see the single crochet that you did on top of that loop. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're gonna go to this chain 6 space and you're gonna do a single crochet like that. Now you're gonna chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And here you do a single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Come here, do a single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And come here and do a single crochet. And that's why mine is multiple 3, because I have here 1, 2, and 3. And this one I have 2, but that will be fixed in here. And 3. But if you're doing this with a space of 2, so when you do the first one here, you'll have to do in the first single crochet in here these 5 double crochet, and then here you do 1 and 2 space, and then here the 5 double crochet. But for me it's in here. So yarn over. I hope you guys understand. And I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go to the chain 6, do a single crochet, chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, a single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You do a single crochet, and again in that single crochet here in between those chain, and here you're gonna do your 5 double crochet. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And again, in that chain 6 space, you do a single crochet. Like that, you're going to continue all the way around. You don't see the stitch much right now, but as you work, it will look really, really nice. And I will work all the way around until I get to the space in here. You see, we start the second row in here, so you have this loop in here. I'm going to work until this one. I will meet you when I get to that one. So I have an extra space. Somehow I miscalculated my stitches. I have an extra space, but I'm gonna leave that like that with an extra loop in here in the back. So I'm gonna chain 2, 1 and 2, yarn over twice, go the first single crochet and do your treble crochet, and you're again at the center of that stitch. Now in the third row, we're gonna repeat what we did in row number 1. So you're gonna chain 1, do a single crochet in the same space. You're gonna chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Go to the center space here and do a single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now you're gonna go at the center here where you did your 5. You're gonna go to the third one here. That's the center, and you're gonna do a single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you're gonna go to here and do a single crochet. Like that, you're gonna continue all the way around. I'm gonna show you what the stitches start to look like. So now you don't see the stitch very much, but once you do a piece, you'll appreciate what the stitch look like. Here I am at the end again, and I'm gonna chain 2, yarn over twice, and treble crochet, and I'm at the center again. You always have to do this each time you finish. So you're gonna chain 1, and in the same space you're gonna do a single crochet. Now if you don't have the same problem that I have an extra here, you see I have 4 space in here, you'll have to do your group of 5 in here. If you only have, well, in this row you will have 4, and I have 5 in here, but in the next row I will have 3, so that's why you see more. In one row is 3, in one row is 4 in the top when you do the row of chain. So if you don't have that problem, that you have that extra, you will do your group of 5 in this first single crochet. But for me, I'm gonna chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and I'm gonna do a single crochet in here, and now is in here I'm gonna do my group of 5, and that's to try to keep it in the center. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And in this row, this group of 5, or the little shell stitch, whatever you wanted to call it, is not in the same place as the other one. They are in between. So now you're gonna do a single crochet in here, chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and in here you're gonna do a single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, you're gonna do a single crochet in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and my battery is dying, so I'll have to change battery. And you see I have now 3, 1, 2, and 3, and now in this single crochet I'm gonna do my 5 double crochet. So let me hurry up doing this before my battery dies. 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna do a single crochet here, and I'll change battery and I will show you. So I changed battery. I'm here, so I'm gonna chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. A single crochet, and now again I had to do my group of 5. I had 3 space. I chain 6 in between them. So here I'm gonna do my stitch. Fine stitch, shell stitch, or just 5 double crochet. 3, 4, and 5, and go to the next space and do a single crochet, and I will show you what the stitch start to look like. It looks really nice. So it's the repetition of those 2 rows. In one row you just do a chain of 6 with a single crochet, and in the next one you do chain of 6, but then you are adding this every 3 space. Okay, so I'm gonna finish this row. I will show you one more time to do the stitch, and then you can work by yourself until you have the desired length, until you are under the arm. So it's very easy. So again, chain 2, 1 and 2. This one open. 1 and 2. Yarn over twice. A treble. I'm in the center. See, right in the center. Chain 1. A single crochet. I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Single crochet in the center here at the group of 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 single crochet. Like that, you're going to continue all the way around, repeating row number 1. So I will show you one more time the repetition of row number 2, and from there you can work all the way up, and it looks really, really nice. So here I finished. I did my single crochet, and so now here is, because I had that extra, I had to do, instead of 3 space, I have to do 4. So I'm gonna chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Single crochet. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and single crochet. Now the same that I did in row number 2, I'm gonna do exactly on top. You see, you'll have, you see, one spacing here, and then you have a single crochet, and that single crochet is where you're gonna do again your 5 double crochet. we're interchanging the position of the stitch just in between those two places. And 5 and a single crochet, and again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and here, and we are in the same space here and top. You see, if you look well, here is the group of 5. You have one space here, and then in the single crochet again we're gonna do 5 double crochet, and this is the repetition that you're gonna do of those rows. 3, 4, 5 single crochet. You see, in between this one I only have 3 space again, 1, 2 and 3. So let me show you what it look like. I love this stitch. You see, and this one's, and this row is on top of that one, and then the next row will be a row of chain, and the other one, it will be, this group will be in here on top of this one here. You will have a single crochet here, and in here will be this again. So in some row it will be parallel to this one and the other one to this one, and like that you're going to be changing those positions until you have your desired length. I will show you how to finish this row and how to start the next one, and you can continue all by yourself. Here I did the last group of 5, so immediately here I have the beginning of the row. What I'm gonna do there is a slip stitch in the first single crochet. Like that I finished that row. Now I need to get to the center of this loop to start the next row, so I'm gonna do 3 slip stitch in the first 3 chain here. That's 1 to get to the center, 2 and 3. I'm gonna chain 1 and do a single crochet in the same space, and like that I start the next row. Now I'm gonna do the row of chain 6 space and single crochet all the way around, and in the next row I will have to do the group of 5, and this time will have to be in top of this one, the first one, and the next one will be in the top of this one here. You see, like that, and the chain 6 space will be in here. You see, it's single crochet like that. So you're going to continue working this until you have your desired length. I'm going to work off camera, and I will show you as I work what I look like. And here is where I had that extra loop, and you don't see that much different from these spaces here where I have only 3. So that really wasn't a big deal. So I'm gonna work off camera, and I will let you know how many rows and the length I will give to my measurements. So to finish this row, we're gonna finish like we did the other ones, with the chain of 2, yarn over twice, and the triple crochet. Okay. Only this one here was the slip stitch, so once in a while you'll have to finish with a slip stitch like you did here, but the other ones you finish in the center like so. And this is the row that I have to do the 5 double crochet in here on top of the first one here. Here I want to show you what the stitch look like. I put a blouse underneath, that way you can see really the stitch, and I love this stitch. It look really pretty. I still have quite a few rows to go, but I just wanted to give you a sneak peek. Here I have 38 row, or 35 centimeters long. So I'm gonna stop working in the round, because in the back I'm gonna put the heart. So that's it for the back. I'm gonna be working only in the front, creating the design of the front. I finish here with the row of chain, and I finish here in this side. But if I work on this side for the front part, I will have the one here with the 4 space, that one that I have extra here in the front, and I don't want that for the front. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn my work around like this, and this is gonna be the front of the piece. So I'm gonna start working like back and forth just in this piece. I don't want this to be too high in the front, so I'll give it around maybe 4 rows. So in here is what I finished. So I'm gonna guide myself by this one. So what I did, I found the one closest to that one in here, and it's this one here, and then I count 1 and 2 space, and I place a marker just right there. So I'm gonna be working between here and this marker here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. That counts as a double crochet, and I'm gonna turn my work around, because remember now we have to work back and forth. So now I'm gonna chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and I'm gonna go to this space in here, and I'm gonna do a single crochet. So when I come back in the next row, I'll be working till I count 1, 2, 3 until there, you see, to make this piece go up. So chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and we're doing exactly the same design, but just working back and forth. Okay, so here I had to do my 5 double crochet, come here and do a single crochet, and like that I'm gonna continue working exactly as the stitch go until I get to the one near the marker, to show you how you're gonna finish in here and how we're gonna turn our work around. Like you see, it's very easy. But I don't want to give too much height in this part in here. So I'll meet you here when I get to the marker. I'm gonna finish here with a chain of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, yarn over, and I'm gonna do a double crochet, but this time I don't gonna go through like this. I'm gonna go to the center chain here, and I'm gonna do it through there, that way this stitch don't move back and forth like that. Now I'm gonna turn my work around, and I'm gonna do 3 slip stitch, 1, 2 and 3, and at the center of the stitch in here I'm gonna chain 1, and I'm gonna do a single crochet, and I'm gonna do my row of chain 6. So I'm gonna chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and I'm gonna do my single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and again. So I remove my nails because one of them fell off, and I given a break from the acrylic, so that's why they're so short. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So you're gonna continue doing this all the way to the end. I'll show you how to finish this row. Okay, here we're gonna work on the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and remember on the other side we have to do 3 slip stitch. So we have the double crochet and 3 slip stitch, so we're gonna count only 1, 2 and 3, and we're gonna do a single crochet in here. That way we don't have to do all those slip stitch. You see? Back. So you're going to chain 1 and turn your work around, and you're going to do 3 slip stitch into the center of this one. So I'll meet you here. Now I'm going to chain 1. I'm in the center. After I did my 3 slip stitches, I'm going to do a single crochet, and now here I had to do the design, and is a 5 double crochet in that single crochet. So you see, and continue with the same design as a come. So you're going to continue working the design all the way to the end, and I will show you how to finish this row and how to do the next one. That will be a row of chain space, and after that I will finish the front part. But if you would like, you can continue working higher the front, but for me that will be this row and the next one. Here I finished this row with my 5 double crochet. I did my single crochet here. I'm gonna chain 1, turn my work around, and I'm gonna do 3 slip stitch in these 3 double crochet, the first 3 to get into the center. 1, 2, and 3. You're going to chain 1 and you're going to do a single crochet in that space, and now you're going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and you're going to do a single crochet here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, single crochet. Like that you're going to continue all the way to the end. I will show you how to finish this row, and this is the last row for the front, and after that we have to do just the strap and those things that we need to finish it, to finish the blouse. We're going to finish this row with the single crochet in the center here of this 5 double crochet. I'm going to cut the yarn and loose the tail. If you like to do this higher, so you will do is chain 1, turn your work around, and do 3 slip stitch until you get to the center here, and then continue working the stitch, and then the same on the other side. Come back again until you desired height. For me, I think that's it, but anyway, I'm going to measure on myself and I'll let you know if I'm going to continue or not. But I think this 4 is enough. This is what I look like after those 4 rows. For me it was perfect. I don't have to do any more. I cut the yarn, I just had to lose that tail. And now with this yarn, we're going to do brook lace to create the strap, the front strap, all the way around here under the arm, the back, and the other strap here, the collar, and to attach the heart on the back. I love this summer blouse. It's looking amazing. Like this is how the heart is gonna go on the back. So I found the center of the blouse in the back. It's this loop in here. If I count, I don't count that loop. I count the other one until this one under the arm. I have 8 loops. And these ones here, the chain space of 6, I have 8 loop until this one under the arm without counting this one in the center. So this one in the center here and the center of the heart will go together there. And it's gonna look like that. Here I place a marker in the center, and I'm gonna start working in this one here, in this loop. I'm gonna start doing the strip. So now with the accent color, that is the hot pink, I'm gonna do a slip knot, and this time we're gonna use the smaller size hook. The 2.5 is the same one that we use for the heart. We're gonna do a chain of 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm gonna leave the number 4 outside, and I'm gonna chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yarn over, and I'm gonna go to that last one, and I'm gonna do my first double crochet of 4. I feel so weird with my short nails, so long with acrylic nail that it's weird. And 4. So now I'm gonna chain 2, 1 and 2, and you can start in any of these loops here. You can start in this one and this one, but I'm gonna start in this one here. You see, this one, and then one in the center, and then it will be the one with the marker. You see, one in between, and this one. Now I'm gonna chain 2. I'm gonna turn my work around. I'm gonna do again my 4 double crochet. You're gonna chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Yarn over, and you're gonna do your 4 double crochet. Chain 2. You're gonna go to this loop in here, and you're gonna do a single crochet, chain 2, turn your work around, 4 double crochet, now we're gonna chain 2, 1 and 2. It is in this one, you see, between this one and this one, on the outside I chain 2, because I'm gonna go here. You see the heart they have in the bottom, these 2 loops. I'm gonna go to this one here, and I'm gonna do a single crochet, chain 2, and do my 4 double crochet, 1, 2, 3 and 4, chain 2. Now we're going to go to the center, to the one that we have the marker, and we're going to do a single crochet. Now I can remove the marker from that one, chain 2, turn my work around. I'm going to do 4 double crochet, again chain 2, 1 and 2, and you go to the next loop in the heart and do a single crochet, and like that you attach the heart, chain 2, turn your work around, 4 double crochet, chain 2, go to the next loop and do a single crochet, chain 2, and continue working 4 double crochet, chain 5, 4 double crochet, chain 2. You're going to continue attaching the strap to the border of the blouse with a chain of 2 all the way around until you get to the part here in the front where we're going to start the strap, this loop in here, okay, right on top of this in here. Okay, so you're going to continue working all the way around exactly the same as you did the border, you see, just like this, and the heart look just like this in the center. Okay, so I'll meet you here when I get to that point. Remember, is a chain of 2 to attach in this side, and the outside will be a chain of 5. When you get to the corner here, it's a big separation between this stitch and this one here. You see, it's a long separation. So in that single crochet that you did here on top of those 5 double crochet, you're gonna do another single crochet and that single crochet, and then you're gonna chain 2, 4 double crochet, chain 5, 4 double crochet, chain 2, and a single crochet in this one here, and I'll meet you when I get here. This is the top for the strap. So this is what I look so far, what I'm done. This is the front, this is what I look like, and this is the heart for the back. So now here I'm gonna continue working this strap of brook lace until I have the desired length for my strap. So I'm gonna work just a strip straight. Once I have the length, I will attach here on top of the heart. I will come back, turn around, and I continue attaching that strip that I will be creating to the one that I did to go up. And I will bring it down until here, continue working in the front of the blouse, and do the same on the other side for the other strap, and all the way around to the back. That's my idea for the top of the blouse, the front. So in here, you're gonna chain 2, and you're going to continue working the strip with the 5 chain on each side without attaching to anything, just straight until you have your desired length. I'm going to work mine off camera, and I will let you know how many rows I will give to mine from this one here. Okay, here I have 13 rows, so counting from this one here that I attached in here to this one here, I have 13, and I'm working in the outside, you see, on this side. So I'm going to chain 2, and you're going to make sure that your heart is not twisted. You see, it's nice and flat. And you're going to come here and you're going to count 1, 2, and in the third one here, you're going to do a single crochet. Chain 2, and you're going to do your 4 double crochet. One, 2, 3, and 4. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Turn your work around. You're gonna do again your 4 double crochet. You're going to chain 2, 1 and 2. You're going to go to the next loop and you're going to do a single crochet, and like that you attach the strap, the front strap, to the heart in the back. You're going to chain 2 and you're going to do your 4 double crochet again. You're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and now you're going to pass it through this loop and the next loop. Only 2 loops. You're going to pass it through, single crochet, chain 2, turn your work around, and now you're going to be working in the strap and the other side. And 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 chain. Turn your work around, and you're going to do your 4 double crochet again. You're going to chain 2. You're going to go to this loop in here, and you're going to do a single crochet. You see, now we are attaching the strap in the center here to this one. You're going to chain 2, turn your work around, 4 double crochet, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, turn your work around, 4 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, and 4, again chain 2, and a single crochet in here, chain 2, and you're going to continue working. Let me show you the strap back down now, like this. You see, you're attaching in here in the center. You're going to work all the way down here, and when I get to this point here, I will show you how you're going to continue. And then after that, you're going to continue working in the top here, exactly the same as you did in this one here, or in the one piece in the back, like this. You're going to work in the front until you get to these last two, and then in here you start to go up with your strap, attach here to these two loops, and do exactly the same as you did here and here. Come back down, and then you will continue working for here under the arm to the back here where you started. As you see, it's very easy and looks really, really nice. Here I don't have any more loops to attach this side to this one, so what I'm gonna do is I already chain 2. I'm gonna go to the next loop here of the chain 6, and I'm gonna do a single crochet. I'm gonna chain 2. I'm gonna turn my work around, and I'm gonna continue working my strap. So I'm gonna do my 4 double crochet. I'll have to chain 5, 4 double crochet, chain 2, attach to the front of the blouse, and continue all the way around like this. You see, like that. I'm gonna continue attaching to this border here until I get to this last two. When I attach to this one, I'll go up and I'll count exactly the amount of row I have in here, and I will do in this side and inside. You see, you start counting from that one that you attach there until the one that you're gonna attach into the heart in here. Okay, so once you go up, you'll attach in here. Remember, you have to leave a loop in here in the center. You leave one loop, go to this one, attach in this one, and then go back with your chain 2, 4 double crochet, chain 5, 4 double crochet, chain 2, attach in here, chain 2, 4 double crochet, and then you'll chain 2 and attach that loop to the other one like you did here to turn around. Like that. You remember there's only 2 loops that you have to go through, and then you'll work down again, and here you went up, but in this side you will go down until here, and then you will do another one here in the single crochet, and then here all the way around until you get to this space in here, and then it's time to sew in here. So it's very easy and look really nice. I'm gonna do this off camera. I'll show you the end result. Well, here I finish this row in my last loop. I finished here. I did a chain. I'm gonna cut the yarn, and with that tail I'm gonna sew these 2 ends in here. And if you look, you always have this row of separation. You have to make sure that you have a row of separation there. If you start as I show you, you'll have that row automatically there. That's that one that you see there. You see, in between these 2 loops is always a row separation that do a loop in the other side. So I'm gonna sew this here, and I'll show you. This is what the blouse look like on the back, and it look amazing. I'm gonna turn it around to show you the front. This is the amount of yarn that I have left this one is from my second ball, and this one is just from the first one. So if you are those ladies that you sell what you create and you want to do this design and sell it, go ahead. As long as you don't sell my pattern or duplicate the video, it's no problem. You can make a blouse and sell it. This will be enough for another blouse. You see, it's enough here. I only use like a half a ball of this one, and this one is pretty much more than half. So with 3 of these and 1 of these, you can do 2 blouses. So look how amazing this look here in the front. So what I did here, I wanted to explain you again. When I attached in this loop, I did 13 row again, like I did in this side. I did 13 row, and I was here in the outside. I attached in here with a single crochet. I chained 2. I did my 4 double crochet. I chained 5, 4 double crochet, and then I chained 2, and again I attached here with a single crochet. I chained 2. I did 4 double crochet, chained 2, and I passed my hook through the 2 loops that I did in the 2 row before, and I gathered them with a single crochet, and then I continue working in this side of the strap and attaching that side to this one until you don't have any more loop in here. When you finish attaching the last loop, the next one you will attach here already in the white, and I did my second one here in the single crochet on top of this group of 5 double crochet. So, and I continue working all the way around to the back, and this is the end result. So I'm gonna put it on my model, and I will show you what the blouse look like. I love this design. Here is the end result, and this is the back view, and it is amazing. And I love that stitch as well. It's a beautiful stitch. So now I'll turn around and show you the front. Well, look at the front. It's as gorgeous as the back. It's amazing. I love this design. I can say that this is one of my favorite designs that I have made so far. Look how beautiful that look in the strap, the color, how everything fits together. And that stitch that I did for the body of the blouse is one of my favorites. It's amazing. So this blouse I made for a size large. That's my size. So my model is like a medium size, so it fit as well, because this is a very loose, stretchy design. So if you follow my instruction, you can make this blouse either for a medium or a large size. And well, that depends on the type of shape at the large size that you're making, because some people have a little more of a bust and other a little more of a tummy. So that's why I recommend to measure in your own body. That way you can have the right size for you. So I hope you guys like it, and give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel if you are not already a subscriber. And if you make this piece and you want to send me some picture, you can do it through my Facebook page, Ruby Stedman, and you can find me in my Instagram, Ruby Stedman Crochet. Please share my video with families and friends. That way you guys help me grow here in YouTube. I wish you have a beautiful day. Bye.